Facebook, there's a company or there's a person who's making special bread designs, and today is the day. I'm gonna give it a shot. I want to see how things start. Starting with 2 cups of lukewarm water. I'm gonna go with 2 teaspoons of sugar. I'm gonna mix this a little bit so sugar dissolves, and then I will add 3 of these teaspoons of yeast. We're making kind of sweet bread. Okay, just gonna let this rise for a little bit. Okay. I have 8 cups of all-purpose flour here, and I will go probably with 2 teaspoons of salt, or you can do a little bit more depending on your taste. Okay. And I'll go with about half a cup of olive oil. I'm not going to add olive oil here directly. I will add it into the yeast once this yeast rises. Yeast has activated already, so we're going to pour half a cup of olive oil in here. Okay, and I'm going to add 2 eggs to this mixture. Now, this is not a traditional way to make this bread, but baking bread is really not science, and so you really can't go wrong if you have a good yeast, which in this case we do. Okay, work this a little bit together. I will just do it with my hands. Okay, break the yolk and add the mixture to flour. Now, while I'm making this dough, on the side I have 2 cups of lukewarm water, which I will slowly add to form the dough and the texture in a dough that I desire. Okay, here we go with another cup of water, and here's an additional cup of water. We're trying to create a dough that's really soft, so I'm going to incorporate a little extra moisture in it, and then we're going to finish it off with this additional flour that I have on the side. So what we have already here is 8 cups, and there's about 2 more cups on the side that we will need to finish up our dough. Working the moisture in the dough really well. And as you see, our dough looks really thin right now, but actually that's exactly what I want, because now we're going to slowly add more flour on the side, and we're going to bring the dough to the thickness that we want. And the softer the dough, the softer the bread. So we're going to take it easy from this point. Just work it in slowly. While working, you're going to have a lot of dough on your hand, and to get rid of it, just pour some extra flour. Just scrape it like this. And please don't worry, all these little pieces will incorporate into the dough. First of all, we're not wasting, that's a good thing, and it's much easier to work with the clean hands. Continue to add flour and to work the dough in as I do until the dough is, as you see, it's not sticking to the side of the dish. I think we are halfway through. So on average you're going to need about 5 to 7 minutes of kneading. Have a consistency. I'm just going to flip the dough and let it rest. A good place to rest would be a nice warm and moist place, which I have right here. I have a little dish of warm water. Just going to set a dish like this and cover it and let it rest. So waiting dough is ready. So now what I have done, I have separated dough in 5 portions. You will notice the 4 portions are similar, and the 5th one is somewhat smaller, and very soon you'll figure out why. Now, I have to say I am a little bit nervous because I'm not sure what the outcome of this will be, because I only have this vision in my head how things are supposed to turn out, and if they don't, in that case, it is only I who fail, and we'll just have to redo it again soon. So what I'm doing now, I'm just going to thin out this portion. When it's done, and we'll set it aside, and we'll do the same thing with the next one. Okay? And now that we have one layer done, I'm just going to get some butter. Right? With that done, now we're going to put the second layer on top and work in a way so it kind of matches. Right? these to do. And here's the tricky part. What I envision this to be, I'm not sure if this is going to work out as I think it should. Okay, further, the thinner pieces. True, and I'm actually really glad that you caught us in the cooking process or baking process that it's not the most successful. Usually things turn out just like this, but in this case, I really should have done some homework because I'm running into all kinds of struggles. First of all, the dough that we cut on a tablecloth, we should have cut on a baking pan. It would have been much easier. So my friend had to help me to transport the dough onto the baking sheet. Not too much of a mess, but nevertheless, that was not expected. So lesson number one, just learn. So we're gonna move on to the next round. And as you see, the cooking, it's not about being always successful. What it is, it's about trying new things and just going with it. We go all over again. And as I said, important thing is not to get discouraged. And I have enough children in this house that I know will approve of this bread regardless of the way it looks. All right, this is definitely not what we intended to do in the beginning, but it is what it is, and we have made the most out of what we got. So what I did, I just brought the dough inside the second portion, and I just kind of opened it up a little bit more, and now we're gonna work on the last. All right, I have this little portion here. Just dip it in butter and put it here in the middle. Spread it out, and it will spread out more as it rises. Okay, so you know we had trouble with this, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun. So I'm gonna finish it off with making a little braid. All right. Here is our braid. Stretch it just a little bit and wrap it around the center. Actually, I will just extend it a little bit because the dough inside will rise. Pretty. Here we are, ready for the oven. Here is our final product. Well, whoever saw it, they thought that it looked beautiful. I, on the other hand, expected more of myself. But although I didn't get the perfect design, what I did get out of all this is fun, and I learned something. It's good enough. Let's take it to the table. This will definitely be a best addition to the St. John's table. Today is the St. John holiday in Orthodox Christianity, and the bread is baked in honor of St. John. So with bread, now we can start official celebration.